Welcome back to the Petebow Show. Hey everybody, this is old Petebow. Um, I'm here for something today. Knowledge, information. Information is knowledge. Knowledge is the key. So I'm here to give you some more information on things. Well, I'm here. The first thing I want to thank God for. Yesterday I went to go see my mother's gravesite, and for the first time in a long time, I went to go see her grave, and it touched me because I didn't go since she passed away, and it's been about 10 years now. But when I went there, I talked to her for a minute, and in the midst of talking to her, God talked to me. And when I left there all day yesterday, He just talked to me about, He just hit on, mother and instilled in me how important parents are. And as I'm coming home, I was listening to the radio, and a, a preacher on the radio said something that caught my attention. He said the Bible says that God will not give us any sin that we can't handle, more than what we can handle. Well, that's a lie. It actually is that God will not give us any more problems than He can handle. See, when we say that, I'm gonna say it again now, because you didn't hear me. In the Bible, it says that God will not give us any problems that we will handle. It's misconstrued. That's not the way He meant it. It meant that He would not give us any problem that He can't handle. See, and I'm gonna tell you why that touched me and hit me, because I thought about my life and what I've been through. And if you know me, I have been molested. I have been ridiculed. My family, we don't really have a tight bond like I prefer to have. I've been, just had a hard life. Just real bad things been on my life. My child died on me at the age of 19. I had two other kids that was sick. Just a very rough upbringing. But I thought it was too much for me to handle. At the time that I was going through this, I became a massive suicide. I became a mad depressant, just constantly thinking negative and wanted to kill myself. And I always felt that it was more than I could handle. But then when the preacher said it, it made me realize that God didn't give me more than I could handle. He gave me what He could handle. And He pulled me through that. And see, sometimes when we go through things, we don't see it at the time, because we're going through the trauma, the trial times and the hard times and the battles, the rough part. Because when that water gets stormy, we don't really know how we're going to do it, And we have to understand that if we believe in God, and God said that He would take on all our problems, all we do is ask Him. See, that's why He given to us, because trials and tribulations are to make you stronger. See, because me personally, when I was talking to my mother, and I realized that she made me stronger, this whole time, I'm thinking she weakened me, because I'm thinking, like, the way she treated me and all the things I could have been, should have been. But she made me perfect. Like, she made me strong. She gave me the ability to jump back up on my own. She gave me the ability to stand on my own 2 feet by myself and be comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? And if she wouldn't have done what she did to me, and when I say did what she did to me, nothing too wrong or too bad, just with my mother, you know what I'm saying? And treating me in a way that I felt like I should have been treated better, or I felt she should have done more for me. Well, reality was she did exactly what she's supposed to have done. Because if she wouldn't have done her part, it would have been no way I could have been the man I am and did the things that I have done so far in my life. You feel what I'm saying? And I understand that now. So when I thought that God had gave me too much to handle, and I not dislike them, but I questioned them, and I was wrong. So the lesson for the day is understand the truth of what God says. It's not more than you can handle. It's more than He can handle. Because, see, we have to understand that in life, our past is not to make us, okay? It is to define who we become. See, give you an example real quick. When I was molested, when I got molested by my school teacher and everything, and it's hard for me to say that. I can say it so easily now. And when I could not say that, I would never admit that. Glory be to God. But when he did that to me, I asked the police officer when he interviewed me, why did he do that to me? And the first thing he said to me was, that it happened to me when he was little. And right then and there, I knew I didn't want to be a child molester. You feel what I'm saying? And to me, that was more than I could handle, because it became a part of my life, and in such a nation that it kind of overwhelmed me and somewhat took over my world. For a long time, I fought with that problem, trying to identify who I was. And glory be to God, my mother gave me the strength to have to stand up on my own and learn for myself. And because of that, it made me a better man. You feel what I'm saying? Better for my kids, better for my community, a better person all the way around the board. You know what I'm saying? And I thank God for that because, see, when my daughter passed away, oh, that destroyed me. And when I say destroyed me, it turned me into a hateful man. But again, yet it did not break me. See, I had to understood that God was better than me. And because I couldn't handle it, he still stepped out there for me and took care of me. So, like I said, I'm ending now because, you know, I don't like to keep going on and on about things. But just remember this. When you're going through something, God got you. All you have to do is ask him. Because, see, even when you can't handle it, oh, he can handle it. And believe you me when I tell you, from word of mouth, for a person that have lived the experience and have witnessed it on my own, he may not be there when you want him to, but he's always an on-time God. He's always on time. He may not be there when you want him, but he's always on time. And for the end of this, let y'all know I love your Facebook. If you like it, please share it because, you know, I'm really trying to launch Petebow Show. So share it. Get that knowledge out there. Because we going to change and we're going to be a better. Because, see, we want to be better for ourselves, and like I always say, for our community and for our family. And the way to start is to start changing ourselves. Learn things that make ourselves better. So share this if you like it. I hope you do share it. Please, please, please share it. And I love you. And information is knowledge. Knowledge is the key. And till next time I see you, Facebook, I love y'all.